Alright, welcome to another episode of Valorant 101. Actually, it's not a Valorant 101, this is a Valorant update. Update being I don't have hair anymore. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. No, the update is very simple. So I've gone through this a little bit on my Twitch stream, but I will go into it a bit more in detail for you guys at the moment. But I'll still try to keep this as short as possible, because I know y'all have lives, unlike myself. Okay, so pretty much the update is that the Guardian, pretty much the that semi-automatic sniper rifle, or the Marshall, the one-tap headshot gun, it's pretty much been reduced from 2700 to 2500. I played some games yesterday, and I can confirm that. However, I can't confirm these things because the fire rate was still 6.5 and the penetration was still medium. So it was just a straight up buff. But I'm sure they're going to implement these changes very soon to the game. But right now, it's still at 6.5. After I give you guys the spiel about all the updates, I'll go into the brightness range and I'll show you the difference if it's been updated. So yeah, the rate of fire is going to be reduced from 6.5 to 4.75, which is a huge change. That means that you can't spam it as much, and it's going to be very slow. It's going to be almost as slow as a sniper rifle, so you have to be careful with every shot you take. It has to be calculated, it has to be accurate, otherwise you're screwed. Penetration power as well has been buffed up to a heavy penetration power, so you can wall bang all you like with that, which is awesome because it is a heavy hitting gun, and especially if they're going to reduce the rate of fire, you want it to penetrate through walls without any problem. Input Q updated. I honestly have no idea what that means. All I know is I went from a smaller number to a bigger number, so could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what that means because I've kind of googled it and I couldn't find anything at the present moment. In terms of map updates, it's basically everything on from now is just a bug fix. They've removed a spot where a spike was unable to be retrieved once dropped, which is very cheeky because I've never had that done to me, but I'm sure if that has been done to you, you don't want that happening ever again. So that's good. It's good that they have removed that. However, I did find a spot where I can drop a gun yesterday. No. No.
I didn't play the rest of the round like that.
Oh wait. Oh fuck. Well, I guess I am playing the rest of the round with a knife. Don't do that. Or do. It's funny. All maps is fixed a couple of spots where players were able to clip inside little geometry, which basically means that they can pretty much teleport through the geometry which they're not supposed to go through. Removed from more locations where Sova's sensor arrow was able to go through walls, which is pretty much big no. They should also remove locations where Sova's arrow sticks out in the open when it shouldn't, because that's happened to me a few times and it's annoying. Spike Rush, they added a new orb. In my opinion, it's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. They gotta stop. This is time to stop. It's too many orbs now. Yeah, hopefully they'll chill out a little bit. They keep forgetting this is a FPS game and not a mobile game, so they keep adding more arcade stuff to it. It's becoming a clusterfuck. So please stop adding new orbs, Riot. We don't need more orbs. They also changed the location for the mid defender side orb. It's been moved to a mid platform now. Some quality of life changes. The unrated mode vote requirement for surrendering is now moved from 100% to 80%, which is awesome. So that means you only need 4 out of 5 votes to surrender an unrated mode. However, competitive mode is still going to stay at 100%. But now you can start surrendering at round 5 versus round 8. So if you're versing people who are way higher ranked than you or just hackers, you can initiate vote way quicker rather than having to deal with shit for too long. They've also added a button for it, so rather than having to go /FF like you would in Riot games, now there's actually a button in the menu that you can go to. Competitive matches have a new win by 2 overtime format with automated votes on whether the game should continue or end in a draw. I don't know how that's going to play out, but we'll see. I think they added that in just to test the waters and see what the community is going to be like, how they're going to react to that. In the collection screens, there's now a checkbox to toggle between showing all items or only owned ones. I'll quickly show you that. So, boom. Pretty much just untoggles the ones that you don't have, which is cool. That's just, again, quality of life stuff. Not really that important. So that's okay. That's nice. That's a nice thing. Thank you, Riot. Thank you for adding those quality of life things. Fix the bug with a mission. You or your ally plant / defuse spikes sometimes did not take into account plants and diffuses by allies. Bruh. Transition screens and startup screens are now letterboxed. Okay. Fix text overlap issues in the battle pass and contract screens in some languages, so some sort of overlap happening there, so they've changed that if that is in your language. Players in custom games with cheats enabled can select a different agent to use on the next round in the cheats menu. Cool. Removing a friend will now prompt a confirmation dialog, so you can't accidentally delete your friends. Yeah. Pressing escape while typing in the chat box will clear the message. Revised layout of confirmation dialogues to make primary action larger and always on the left. Applied color in various places, like using red or destructive actions. It's a whole lot of words going on here. Cool. Minor fixes for visual artifacts on bind on Intel GPUs. Render improvements. Error pop up when there's a crash. Patch notes on 4K monitor. Yeah. Added agent silhouettes for observers, improved render performance. Yeah, so again, quality of life stuff. Bug fixes, there was 6 total bug fixes for cipher trap not triggering, observer issues, and some visual bugs. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of it. So let's jump into a quick practice, and I'll show you the Guardian in action. I don't know if they've completely changed it yet. As I said, I played some games yesterday and it was not changed yet. So we'll see if they actually patched that over yet. Or they could have patched it over and I just haven't realized. And yeah, so if you look on the right there, the fire rate is still 6.5 rounds per second, whether you're like aiming down sight or not. As well as the wall penetration is still medium. So I don't know if they just haven't like changed that as much. Yeah, they haven't completely changed it. But in terms of the fire rate, it's still feeling relatively fast. What else can we compare that's around the same? Yeah, so this is about a 4 rounds per second, which is just going to be a bit slower. Actually, yeah, I think they have changed it. They just haven't changed the they haven't changed the text when you go in the buy menu. Yeah, so that's actually supposed to be 4.75 rounds per second, and that's supposed to be high wall penetration for the Guardian. So there you go. There you go. They have changed it. Because that's about the same speed, yeah. Or I mean, the Guardian's just a little bit faster than the Sheriff, and the Sheriff is a 4 round per second fire, right? So there you go. There you have it. That is the change. That is pretty much it. Awesome. Make sure you as always, squeeze that like button. Wait, which was it? No. So as always, slap that like button, squeeze that subscribe. I can't remember the rest. Just do the things. Do the things. Do the things on the screen right now. And I'll be seeing you for another episode of Valorant very soon. I haven't quite decided what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be doing something cool, and it should be in the top. No, that way. It should be over there somewhere on this side of the goddamn screen. All right, and that's all from me. Catch you guys next time.